King of the Ring replaced these people. January 20th, 2019 was From the Top Rope, which is Royal Rumble. The first match is the Dangerous Alliance versus the Tag Team Champions, the Pact, which the winner is the Pact. Second match is Vladimir Kozlov versus CM Punk for the Intercontinental Championship, which championship is for the Extreme show, working as a mid-card title. And CM Punk just returned it in the Accidents 15 from 2018, so he is just building. In this match we had a new champion, Vladimir Kozlov. The third match is Saga vs Big Cass for the International Championship, which champion is Big Cass, and he winning the match. Fourth match is 3 Men vs Unknown Men for the Extreme Championship, which is the equivalent of NXT title for the Extreme show. The champion is Unknown Man, and he winning this match. Fifth match is David vs Masculini for the Undisputed Championship, which champion is Masculini, and he losing the title to David. Sixth match is Furio vs Neville for the Strongman Championship, which is later called a Universal Championship. The champion is Neville, and he is still champion. The seventh match is Super Push vs Under Punch for the Heavyweight Championship. Under Punch successfully defend and still a heavyweight champion. And eighth match, the main event of the evening, the Royal Rumble, won by Shade, which is a tag team partner, one of the tag team partners from Dangerous Alliance, Shade and Derek. Shade winning the Royal Rumble, entering 12 and has 13 eliminations. Also, Shade turned heel on Derek in the Royal Rumble. Gap between Vengeance and From the Top Rope. We have Shade saying that he is the next big thing in XAW. He is the next champion and he will be the greatest. Also, Jeff Hardy is challenging Big Cass for the International Championship at Vengeance. Vladimir Kozlov is saying he will be the top talent of the XAW in the next few years. He will be the first top guy from Extreme to become Action World Champion or Heavyweight Champion. In 2019, Extreme was working like a show for the new guys, but later it became the second flagship show. Veneta, the leader of the pack, challenges David for the Undisputed Championship, which he has never won a championship in his career, so his time is now in challenging him for the championship on Vengeance. The fans are so behind him. King Omar wins a number 1 contender match on Extreme for the Extreme Championship. He is the newest talent, he is the next Rey Mysterio, and he now have the chance to challenge for the Extreme Championship. And will he defeat the Unknown Man at Vengeance? We'll see. AJ Styles challenges Under Punch for the Heavyweight Championship, and CM Punk says he have unfinished business with Triple H, the CEO of XAW at the time. The current champions are Heavyweight Champion Under Punch, Extreme Champion Unknown Man, Tag Team Champions The Pact, International Champion Big Cass, Undisputed Champion David, Strongman Champion Neville, Women's Heavyweight Champion Christina Vengeance, Women's IC Champion Gergan A. 17th February of 2019, Vengeance 4. First match is Vikings vs the Pact for the Tag Team Championships. The Vikings defeat the Pact and now are the new Tag Team Champions. Second match is Ryback versus Vladimir Kozlov, and Vladimir Kozlov is still Intercontinental Champion. The third match, Jeff Hardy successfully defeats Big Cass and becomes the new International Champion. Next match is for the new 6-man Tag Team Championship, and the match is the Mistress versus the Ninjas, and the Mistress won the championship with the help of Mr. Snake. Next match is King Omar vs Unknown Man for the Extreme Championship, and the dream of King Omar just got crushed by Unknown Man because he successfully defends the championship. The next match is another career building match, and it is for the Undisputed Championship, Veneta vs David. Veneta, he is now Undisputed Champion, and he is first championship in XAW. Next match is Lesky Luchov versus Neville. And Lesky is the fan favorite, but Neville still win the match and continues to be the strongman champion with current 50 days. Next match, Under Punch crushed the hopes of fans seeing a new heavyweight champion because he successfully defeats AJ Styles and still heavyweight champion. And the main event of the evening, CM Punk versus Triple H, and the winner is CM Punk. The Pact saying they're the biggest faction in the professional wrestling right now, with Venata on the lead and is the undisputed champion, and he's saying there's no better faction than us. Then they are challenging the 6-man tag team champions, the Misters, for the match after elimination 9. The members of the Pact are Venata, Diru, Kevin, Dean and Nikita. Also, there is a tournament for the Bulgarian Championship. The finals will be at elimination 9, Patriot versus Lesky Luchov for the Bulgarian Championship. Emil, the newcomer and the hottest breakout star in XAW, is challenging Venata for the Undisputed Championship. Also, the crowd loves him. Carmen challenges Unknown Man for the Extreme Championship. Big Cass wants a rematch for the International Championship against Jeff Hardy. Nico Bellic won the #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. El Piero, Patriot, CM Punk and Naru are qualified for the Elimination Chamber match for the Strongman Championship at Eliminations 9. Also, AJ Styles, Daku, Hideo Itami and Rat Hyper had also qualified for the Elimination Chamber for the Heavyweight Championship. And at the time, Daku was the jobber in XAW, but soon he will be the most dangerous wrestler. 17th March 2019, Eliminations 9. The first match is the Pact Venate Diludi versus Vikings for the Tag Team Championships, which the winner is Vikings and they're still Tag Team Champion and still dominate. The next match is the Pact, Kevin, Dean and Nikita versus the Mysteries for the 6-man Tag Team Championships. And the new 6-man Tag Team Champions, the Pact. Next is Patriot versus Lesky Luchov for the Bulgarian Championship. And the winner is Lesky Luchov and he is the first Bulgarian champion. The next match is for the Undisputed Championship and Emil successfully defeats Venata to become Undisputed Champion. Next match is Herman versus Unknown Man for the Extreme Championship and Herman becomes a new Extreme Champion. Up next is Big Cass versus Jeff Hardy and Jeff Hardy successfully defend the championship. Next match, Nico Bellic defeats Vladimir Kozlov for the Intercontinental Championship. Next, Neville successfully defends the Strongman Championship in the Elimination Chamber. Also, Andre still the champion, winning the Elimination Chamber. Current champions, Heavyweight Andre Punch, Strongman Neville, Women's Heavyweight Christina Benjans, Women's IC Gergan A, 6-man Tag Team Champions The Pact, Tag Team Champions Vikings, Bulgarian Champion Lesky Luchov, Undisputed Champion Emil, Extreme Harman, International Jeff Hardy, and IC Champion Nico Bellic. XAW announced that they will start Balkan Tour and will have at least one pay-per-view in every country from Balkans. Also, Residency is moved to 12th May 2019. Now the most notable from Power and Extreme in April of 2019. Venata is saying that he's so disappointed from losing the title and he doesn't care now about the Undisputed Championship. He cares about the Universal or the Strongman Championship and he will do everything he has to and Strongman Champion. Daku reveals the new character, Daku Vamp, and he's saying that he is the most dangerous wrestler now and he will make any other wrestler suffer and they will pray for their lives. XAW announced Action Wrestling 19 years anniversary event. Shade challenges Neville for the Strongman Championship on that event. He is using his Royal Rumble privilege for the championship. Trevor Phillips and Nico Bellic starts a rivalry. Also, El Perro and Masculini starts a rivalry for who is the best luchador. Also, the numbers return to XAW. 7th April 2019. Action Wrestling 19 years anniversary. First match on the card, Red Harry defeats Mr. Hart. New Extreme Tag Team Championships are announced and it is for the Extreme Show. So the Extreme Show didn't have Tag Team Division and didn't have Tag Team Championships, so it should have. The Pact Veneta EWD defeats the Ninjas for the championships. Next match is Trevor Phillips vs Nico Bellic, and Nico Bellic successfully defends the title. Next match is very interesting because the Tiger Man and Triple H takes on CM Punk and Dean Ambrose, and the winner is CM Punk and Dean Ambrose. And the main event, Shade vs Neville, and Shade defeats Neville to become a new Strongman champion. Bray Wyatt, who is the manager of Jeff Hardy, and Enzo Amore are going for Big Cass and Jeff Hardy, so they have now a match against each other at Accident 16. Dina was saying that he is here because one thing, and that thing is that Andre Punk sucks as champion, and he is here to slay him, as previous years he was the champion slayer. CM Punk won the King of the Ring. Veneta has won a couple of matches in April, so he is now a #1 contender for the Strongman Championship, and he challenges Shade for the Strongman Championship at the Ascendancy 16. Double Vamp saying that he is going to win the King of Greatness Battle Royale at the Ascendancy 16, and he will make anyone suffer in the ring, and no one can step on the Vampire's leader. Also, Dido is saying that he will bring Dido the Pirate at Ascendancy 16, which is his other identity in the ring. The match card now for the Ascendancy is Tsar Tsar vs Les Lucha for the Bulgarian Championship, The Mistress vs the Vikings for the Tag Team Championship, Bray Wyatt vs Enzo Amore, and King of the Greatness 30-man Battle Royale, the Ninjas vs the Pact for the 6-man Tag Team Championship, El Perro and Masculini for who is the best luchador in XAW. King Kumar will have one more Extreme Championship match, and if he loses the match against Harman for the Extreme Championship, he will retire from wrestling. The match is Career vs Championship. The returning TJ Perkins vs AJ Styles vs Emil for the Undisputed Championship. Joe Phillips will have another chance to dethrone Nico Bellic as Intercontinental Champion, because we'll have another chance to win the International Championship from Jeff Hardy. Dean Ambrose vs Andre Punch for the Heavyweight Championship, and in the main event, Veneta vs Shade for the Strongman Championship.